really important for us at Compass. So one of the things we really wanted was like a really meaningful learning experience and skills that the group could then take forward into their professional life or their community life afterwards.
I've just started to get involved with more community work in the area, so I was really excited to hear about the Compass Presents programme and joining in with it.
I had never heard of an expanded cinema event, and then I watched a few of the videos on the website for Compass Presents, and I thought, wow, it would be amazing to do something like this at the community centre.
I, at the time, was feeling really like missing the cinema, missing like arts and culture around the city, so I thought this would be a really great way to kind of get involved with that during lockdown and also gain some new skills in arts production, which is something I'd wanted to do for a while.
I was really interested in the nuts and bolts of how you can take an idea and turn it into something that's more of a tangible reality.
We all met up and had a kind of like introduction Zoom call where we had a bit of like icebreakers, did like a scavenger hunt and things like that.
The first thing was getting to know people on my doorstep that I didn't know existed, other creative people that I could work with. And then it was just, you know, bouncing ideas of each other, being creative, and really like delving into a film and what you could do around that film outside in the community.
From the get-go, it was kind of how do we engage people and nature and people at a time when no one's really allowed to meet and engage.
We started to like think of a list of films that fit in with all these themes, and then as soon as Hunt For The Wilderpeople got mentioned, everyone was just really drawn to it, and we were all kind of pretty much instantly like, yeah, let's go with that one.
They were trying to come up with an event that was going to work within COVID restrictions. So they created a set of challenges for audience members to complete. If they lived in South Bristol, they could do them in South Bristol, and there was kind of a bit of a spotlight on some of the green spaces around here.
We're all from South Bristol, so we wanted to kind of shine a light on it, you know, because there's so many beautiful areas here that people don't know about.
Although this project is in Knoll West, we can see the bridge from Knoll West. It is Bristol. Like, I feel that we've got this view of Bristol sometimes that we're not necessarily in, so it's been amazing to have like this come to us.
So we've created some challenges to try and get people out into different parts of the area. So we focused mainly on South Bristol because we wanted to highlight it a little bit. It was about someone going somewhere they'd never been before, finding a hidden gem out in nature. So some of the challenges were to find some finches that we hid around different parts of South Bristol. Because in the film, Heck and Ricky discover a bird that's supposed to be extinct. So the idea was that people go out and try and find this bird like Ricky and Heck do. And then there was recording the dawn chorus, which was all about getting people to, you know, get up and enjoy nature in the morning and spot a few birds as well.
Rocks of positivity have been quite a big thing that people were doing anyway during this time, so adapting things to what we were doing with the Hunt For The Wilderpeople film.
The first people to complete the challenges got a pack with items relating to the film. In the film, Ricky steals a load of baked beans to keep them nourished during their time out in the wilderness, because they're on the run for about 4 months in the film, so they survived off baked beans. We had a little recipe card, wilderness beans. If you're stuck out in the wilderness of South Bristol, you can make yourself some nice bean recipes. And then we had one for wild garlic as well, because obviously foraging was a main part of Ricky and Heck's survival during the film. We had this book by Robin Tetlow, which is basically 24 country walks in Bristol. So it's a really nice book to get people outdoors.
There was face paint, so people could dress up as camouflage. It just all felt really exciting, and I got to deliver some of the packs as well. And there was one house, and the 2 boys were just waiting at the door for us to come, which was really cool.
Building on the connections that we've made, I think as a group we want to go forward and make something again. I definitely want to do something at Philwood Community Centre in Knoll West.
For me, it was massively confidence building, just because we were held like in a group situation to do it. It was like having some training wheels to get the skills and practice. One of the big takeaways that I've got is spreadsheets, like just how useful they are, and I've actually started my own one with a plan for the year, and I think forward planning is really important, particularly with this project, with all the change in things with lockdown. It was good to sort of find out different ways to look at what to do.
It was sort of trying to find organisations and communities that might not be aware that there are other organisations and communities. And I think a lot of the feedback as well was it's opened up new spaces to local residents that they didn't know were there before. So that's always really exciting.
One of the main things that I did was marketing, which I've never done before and is actually really important to be doing at Fieldwood Community Centre where I work, so I'm able to carry those skills forward.
I'm going to definitely kind of take away facing challenges like this head on when a kind of roadblock gets in your way of a creative project, not just immediately giving up and kind of taking a moment to be like, this is the kind of obstacle, how are we going to get around this? And sometimes those roadblocks are actually an opportunity to do something new and exciting that you wouldn't have immediately thought about doing.